Yo, yo, yo. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Yeah, well, this normally is Lou's slot. But if he's not doing a show, I am. Otherwise, it won't get done. I got stuff to do later on today, so I figured better early than never. That was my thought going into this. Better early than never. But happy Friday, everybody. How you doing? We made it through another week somehow. I mean, I barely made it through. But then again, I barely make it through every week. That's not, exclusive to this week only. I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes here for people to filter in here and that. And the StreamYard is open. I do have an opening announcement because, I mean, it's not even really an announcement. It's just, I have something to say at the beginning of the show. That's what it is. It's not really an announcement. I'm not having a baby or anything like Sea Dog. You know what I mean? No, nothing like that. I'm just going to say some things. I'm going to move my mouth and words are going to come out of it. Pretty much what it is. What's up, Jay? You're odd. Somebody named Meaty Okra calling somebody odd is very rich. What's up, everybody? What's up, Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt. Fucking zooted. Yeah. So I know a lot of you guys. This song right here is really about to blow my mind. You Want It This Time is odd. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that is odd. You're right. So I know a lot. Let me turn this off real quick. So I know a lot of you have heard the internet sensations. It's been all over. You know, any social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. With the guys who do the rap songs, in like the barbershop duet type deal thing. What are they called? Do whiskey? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. But so it's not about them. It's about some of the songs they cover. Oh, here they are. All right, here they are. Most of you have probably seen them. What's it's Jeruki 5000 is the name of their YouTube channel. Well, I guess the name of their group or whatever they identify as. But anyway, this song right here.
I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Walk, pick him up in a space coupe. I don't let my plug walk. Skirt, pull up in a space. New freak had to cut my other little bitch off. Ooh, ooh.
So anyway, so that song right there, Plug Walk. Now, what they do is they cover these. They cover these songs. Now I admit I'm fully showing my age here. I didn't know the song Plug Walk or any, frankly, any of the other ones that they do either. But apparently, this is an older song. This came out in like 2018 or 17, something from a guy named Rich the Kid, who I've never heard of. Again, this is again showing my age. But so watching those two jabronis do that, 50s style Plug Walk song led me to the original song, which I've never heard before. And it turns out is maybe one of the best music videos of all time for a lot of different reasons. So the stream might get shut down. I don't know. Rich the Kid, he's got 2.6. I don't even know who Rich the Kid is. That's how old I am. 2.6 million subscribers. Yeah, don't shut me down, Rich the Kid. I'm trying to give you your props here, but this is one of the best music videos ever. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I feel like I gotta like. I feel like I'm gonna get shut down for this, so I'm trying to play it safe here. While not playing it, I'm trying to play it safe while not playing it safe. If that makes any sense.
Hey, plug walk. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk.
This is like a. It's like Breaking Bad. It's like if Breaking Bad was directed by a really bad porn director. That's what this video is. It's like the worst video ever, but it's funny.
It's the plug trying to call me. I was up chopping early in the morning. Ooh, on the wave like a durag. Pussy nigga calling for his boo bag. Plug walk, Gucci on my shoe rack. Woke up in the house till I ran into the plug. Till I ran into the mud. I done ran into some racks. I done ran into your girl. Why the plug show me love? I done came up from a dub. Plug walk. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe. I don't let my plug walk. New freak had to cut my other little bitch off. 50K, you could come and book a nigga for a plug walk. Big ol' Bentley is a spaceship. Call me on my phone, I don't say shit. I make money when I talk. I'm a boss, take a loss. I can introduce you to the plug. Bitches see no Henny in my cup. Stay down, now the racks up. She gon' let me fuck ass up. Plug, I stuck keys in the Louis V. Fuck 12, I'm a G, ain't no stopping me. And my wrist is on overseas. Rich nigga, you can talk to me. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe, I don't let my plug walk. New freak had to cut my other little bitch off. Ooh. You could come and book a
This fucking video with the alien. She was just twerking on the alien's face. That's what she was doing. This is the weirdest. This is the dumbest video ever. Like, this looks like, you know what this video looks like? He's peeing on the guy. The video looks like some bad project that some high school class did in fucking film study. You know what I mean? Like, hey, make the most ridiculous, stupid music video you can make, and that's your assignment.
Charlie, use your new door.
That's what that was.
Go.
Holy shit. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. The StreamYard is open for anybody who wants to come in. Like I said, I started the show very early today. Once I realized that Lou wasn't going live for his morning show, I knew that this was the only time I could do it. So here I am. How's everybody doing today? Who we got in here at 8:27 on a Friday? Cheezel Nasty is here. Austin, Robert, Yoda T. Stingray is in the house. Atypical Gump, Yoda T. Let the Big Dog Eat. Jay Shipes is here. Michael Treese, Meaty Okra, Bread Pit. Colby's here. Slim Shady Canes. Ultra Maga Dog. Jay says, damn, I need that RV. We're shopping for one this weekend. Cesspool is here. Andrea's here. What's up, Andrea? All right, so I was thinking about possibly doing a news segment this morning. I don't like to do the news segment a lot because most of the time the news is really just depressing, especially at 8:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? But I don't know if the rumors are true. Seems that they are. Are we about to go to war? What is going on? I'm telling you right now, if we end up going to fucking war with Iran, it seems like Israel and Iran are probably at war right now, which they probably, I mean, they've basically been at war with each other. But if we go to war, you'll see me flip on Donald Trump quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right fucking now. So, here we go.
Breaking news from the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel.
All right, so what I'm going to try to do is not get mad. I don't want to be mad at 8:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? It's just not a good setup for the rest of the day. I try to be in a good mood in the morning, and then I'm in a bad mood later, like a normal person. There we go. Israel attacks Iran's nuclear missile sites, prompting Iranian drone strike retaliation. This is coming out of the AP from Dubai. Israel attacked Iran early Friday in strikes that took up top military officers to hit nuclear missile sites, raising the potential for an all-out war between the two bitter Middle East adversaries. It appeared to be the most significant attack Iran has faced since the 1980s war with Iraq. Simmering tensions over Iran's rapidly advancing nuclear program boiled over, and Iran quickly retaliated, sending a swarm of drones at Israel as Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warned of quote-unquote severe punishment. This is really bad news for anybody who cares. I bet you Lindsey Graham is jerking off right now to this. Lindsey, every time a bomb drops in the Middle East, Lindsey Graham jerks off. I'm convinced of it. But this is really bad news. As a matter of fact, such bad news. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm gonna get out of here and go to a different story. Is there something on here about puppies or kittens that I can read about? Who's winning the war in Los Angeles? Yeah, nobody. We all lost on that one. Yep. In a Ukrainian strip club, the war is laid bare. Now, there's a joke in there somewhere because of the way they said bear makes you think other things. Or maybe I just have a dirty mind. I don't know. This is a heartwarming story. When Lisa, age 20, laces into her ultra-high heels for her shift at the strip club in Ukrainian's Kharkiv? I don't even know how to say the name of that city. She knows that aside from dancing, she will have to comfort traumatized soldiers. Now, this is doing the Lord's work, people. Okay? A tired, broke down, borderline suicidal, probably, soldier who's fighting against Russia needs some comfort between battles. Do you know what I mean? And this woman, God love her, is doing her part. Where was I at? Since Russia's 2022 invasion exhausted troops of the main clientele of the Flash Dancers Club in the center of northeastern city, just 20 kilometers, quote unquote, 12 miles from Russian forces. For some customers, it provides an escape from the war. Says Valeria Zavaska, a 25-year-old law graduate who runs the club with her mother and an ex-dancer. But many are not there just for the show. They want to talk about what hurts. Uh-oh, that sounds dark. The dancers act as confidants to soldiers bruised mentally and physically by a 3-year war with no end in sight. Very often, they want to discuss their experiences and feelings. Lisa told, where the dancers practice choreography to an electro remix of Carmen opera. Okay, so look, this is a feel-good story. These women are doing their best to comfort soldiers with PTSD and stuff, you know. A little lap dance never hurt anything, did it? No, of course not. That's way better than reading about Israel and Iran going to war together. That's a feel-good story. This is interesting here. So I don't know how many of you guys have been following the Antonio Brown thing. He got jumped or something a couple of weeks ago. Do y'all remember that? And then he got arrested, and then now he's wanted for attempted murder. Is what I woke up to this morning. Have y'all heard about this? The Miami authorities are reportedly seeking out former NFL player Antonio Brown to arrest him on the charge of attempted murder with a firearm. So from what I remember, I saw a video. So I guess it was on Twitter probably, or YouTube, one of the two that I saw. Yeah, he got jumped somewhere, and then he pulled out a gun. Like, I guess he has a concealed weapons permit, or I guess he lives in Florida, so you don't need one. Anyway, the point, he pulled out a gun or something, and he got arrested, and now, is this even related to that? The charge is related to an altercation at Miami boxing event in May. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm talking about. A warrant obtained by Washington Post calls Brown to post $10,000 bond to stay under house arrest until a trial. The warrant is signed by a judge on Wednesday, but attempts to reach Brown on Thursday or evening were unsuccessful, per the Washington Post. The incident took place May 16th. Police responding around midnight after receiving an alert from a gunshot detection system. A gunshot detection system. Yeah, I think we have that in Charleston. What a dumb system. Per the warrant, an off-duty officer working security at the event told police that he saw Brown involved in a physical altercation with another man. Witnesses told police that Brown was the shooter. Brown did not have a weapon on him when he was patted down, but police found 2 used shell casings in an empty gun holster. What the fuck? Bro. Oh, man. So Antonio Brown's out there shooting at people, and then he tosses the gun, apparently, but he's still got empty shell casings and an empty holster on him? This sounds like an episode of South Park. What, Antonio Brown, what are you doing, man? This motherfucker threw the gun, but not the holster. Boy, oh boy. Slim, do you hear this?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't think anybody knows.
Antonio Brown he's like one of the most interesting people in the sports world right now. And he's not even playing sports. That's the ironic thing about it. You know.
Yeah, and hasn't since what, 22, 21?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And then I don't know, do you follow him on Twitter?
I do.
So he goes on this like rant the other day, and then he tweets out that it wasn't him saying that. It was whoever he pays to run his Twitter account, some white boy. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. I think he like legitimately has lost his fucking mind, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think he's fucking.
I wonder if the guy that he pays to run his Twitter is the original cracker of the day.
I don't know, dude. Because the funny thing is, like, when he went on Joe Rogan, he goes on all these other, huge podcasts with millions and millions of viewers. He acts like he is the one that's running the Twitter page, because that's what he's known for. Like, he's known to us because we watch football. We know, who Antonio Brown, the football player, was. He was a great player too, especially when he was at Pittsburgh with Roethlisberger. But a lot of these nowadays, a lot of the younger guys, they don't remember him playing football. They just know him from Twitter or some podcast that he goes on,
or his rap album. Or don't forget that.
Yeah, well, whatever. But he's also
he's not going to be giving Wu-Tang Clan a run.
No, but he's almost more well known for being crazy than he was for being a great football player. And that's really a shame, because he's a Hall of Fame talent type. Like, he was really good.
I agree.
At Pittsburgh. He's just lost his fucking mind. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad, really. They're going to do a 30 for 30 on him one day. I guarantee it.
And I'm not a fan of, I guess you say, censorship is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But also, sticking a crazy person on a podcast for views is kind of fucked up at the same time.
Is it though?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
Not really. I mean, Antonio Brown's a grown man. I mean, he's if he's willing to go on the podcast.
Yes, but to your point, he's not in his right mind.
Yeah, but so what?
I mean,
consent,
it's a crime.
Not being in your right mind is all the more reason to have him on a podcast.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I mean, I seek out people who aren't right. You're not right.
No, see, I'm way more right than anybody wants to admit.
No, You're not. That's even funnier that you think that.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Mine is a genius that will not be fully appreciated until after I'm dead and gone.
I believe that.
See, I don't think this was all, bad news. You had, the strippers helping people out with their mental health. That's great.
Yes.
I think you're kind of overblowing the whole Israel-Iran thing. They've been sniping back and forth at each other for 80 fucking years. That's kind of SOP at this point.
But it seems as if it's escalating though, which is not good.
Well, it escalates and then it cools off. Remember when fucking Yasser Arafat was running Iran? It got real hot. And then,
Look, Slim. Here's the reality. There are so many people of power in this country, politicians, Congress people, senators, the whole deal, that would just have been itching to go to war with Iran for like the last 15 or 20 years. And any excuse to do that, they'll find a way to do it. And I'm telling you, the main reason I voted for Donald Trump had nothing to do with his economic policies or anything. It all had to do with foreign policy. If we end up in a fucking war with Iran, with Israel or anybody else, I will be totally off the Donald Trump train. I'll hop off faster than you can. It will make your fucking head spin.
If somebody attacks an ally, that's kind of how it goes. That's
no, it's not.
Yes,
it's not.
If somebody attacks Britain tomorrow,
we're an ally with everybody in the world. So anytime anybody gets attacked, the United States has to come over there and be fucking Team America, World Police, and fucking save the Captain Save-A-Ho. No, we don't. We've done it too long. It doesn't work.
But I'd rather us do it than somebody else.
We've lost every fucking war we tried to do that in.
No, we'll
lose this one too. Yeah, we have.
The U.S. military has never lost a war.
Right. Okay.
Politicians have lost wars, but the U.S. military has never lost. We'll lose this one too.
How many more innocent Americans have to die for a foreign war that we have nothing to do with? Let Israel fight the fucking war. What do we got to do with it?
Well, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, because it comes to your doorstep.
No, it doesn't. That's a lie that they've been telling you. No, if you got to fight them over there, otherwise you're going to have to fight them over here. Bullshit. Nobody is going to invade the United. Do you think, Slim Shady? Do you think any time in your lifetime, or your children's lifetime, or your grandchildren's lifetime, that Iran is going to invade the United States of America? No.
I never said that.
They're not. All right, so you don't have to fight them over there, so you have to fight them over here. It's bullshit.
Japan didn't invade us either.
Is Iran bombing our fucking naval bases now? Is that what you're saying?
Iran was much more deserving of our ire after 9/11 than Iraq. I will say that much. Because we know they're funding those fucks. They're not even trying to hide it.
I don't know. Yeah, you might be one of these people that's cheering this on. I don't know.
Not really.
Lindsey Graham right now is just sitting in the corner of his room with a heart on, with his dick in his hand.
Them sniping back and forth with Israel is kind of SOP. It's been going on for 60 fucking years.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you're right. I hope it is just a little tit. Like you use the word tit for tat. I find it a little bit more disturbing than a tit for tat situation. But I hope that you're right, and I'm wrong. The last thing that we need right now is a war in the Middle East. The last thing we've needed for the past 25 fucking years is a war in the Middle East, but somehow we're always in one.
Well, actually,
always.
The problem isn't a war in the Middle East. The problem is the leadership's seems to be unwillingness to fucking end a war.
How would you propose to end the war?
Fucking glass them.
Yeah.
Be done with it.
See?
Guess what? You fuck around.
Yeah, nuclear war. That'll work.
Japan fucked around and found out.
That was different.
No, it wasn't.
It was way different. We were the only first of all, the H-bomb back then compared to nuclear weapons now it's like, you know, a firecracker compared to a grenade. That's number one. Number two is at the time we dropped the bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we were the only jabronis on Earth that had that technology. We're not anymore.
Okay.
So you start if you start shooting off nuclear bombs, Slim, there's going to be some come back at you. That's just the way it is. It doesn't even have to be the country that you're shooting it at. Huh?
They don't have any to send back. I'm not worried about that out of them.
It doesn't have to be the country you're bombing for somebody else to send one back your way. If nuclear bombs start being dropped in America or in the world today, it's not just going to be one. So,
I don't believe that. There's no proof of that. Like,
are you willing to like gamble the future of the planet to find out whether or not you're right about it or not?
If they decide to bomb Iran tomorrow, what reason does India have to strike off a nuke? None whatsoever.
Slim.
I don't know where this line of thought comes from.
I don't know where the line of thought that comes from where we dropped a bomb, 60 years ago, and nothing happened. So now if we did it again, nothing would happen again.
You seem to think, and this isn't just you, this is a lot of people, that if we're in a conflict with somebody else is going to get involved if we do something. No, they're not. They know better.
Okay. I just don't buy into the idea that dropping nuclear bombs on our enemies is the answer to our problems. It's not.
I'm not necessarily saying that's an answer.
It's the worst possible response you can have for humanity.
Fighting a war, trying to win it, is my point.
Okay.
And we haven't done it since they've done that. Like, if you actually go into their tactics,
we can't win a fucking war. We can't win a foreign war to save our lives. So the answer to that by people like you is, well, we drop a nuclear bomb on it, like you and Hufferbilly Paw and other knuckle-dragging idiots.
As a matter of fact, I just said the opposite.
Okay.
That's not what I said. I said you need to have a strategy to actually win it. That was the last strategy that.
Where was our strategy to win Where was our strategy to win the Afghanistan and Iraq war that we lost both of? Apparently, I mean, we spent 20 years over there. Who's in charge of Afghanistan right now? The Taliban. Who's in charge of Iraq? A bunch of people that hate America. So how did we win those wars? We didn't.
What was their strategy to win the war? There wasn't a strategy to win the war. There was a strategy to turn those places into democracy. You're right.
There wasn't a strategy to win the war. There was a strategy to just make a perpetual war that was never going to end.
No, that's what the strategy turn those places into democracies, and it's never going to happen. Quit trying to turn the rest of the world into you. And just win the fucking fight and be done with
it. Nobody can tell me how to win the war, though.
I gave you a very effective solution, but there are others.
No, we've done everything except for try to win wars. You know what we do? We start wars.
No,
we go into these countries. We go into Libya, Yemen. We just go around the world fucking poking people and fucking with them, and then we fund other people. We fund like these other factions that are fighting against whoever we want to fight against.
Yeah, well, they actually fucked around and put that little.
Everywhere we go turns out worse. And it doesn't matter whether it's a Republican or a Democrat administration either. I mean, you go back to Reagan, really, but you go through both Bushes, to Clinton, Obama. They all do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They all do the same thing.
Quit trying to turn another country into what you think it should be, and just go in there and win your fucking fight and be done.
What was the point in going into Libya and knocking off Gaddafi? Why? Because Gaddafi was a bad guy?
They put Gaddafi in power to begin with.
A bad guy? Every single world leader is a bad guy. Why don't we go into other countries and kill them? Why? I'll tell you why. The same thing with Hussein. Yeah, bad people did bad things. Saddam Hussein was the only one crazy enough to had the Middle East at his knees. Nobody wanted to fuck with him.
I actually completely agree with you there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it turns out.
Now, can two things be true at once? Is the world a better place without him?
No.
Yeah, probably.
No. Iraq is not better without him.
No, I didn't say Iraq.
I don't think the world is.
To your point, they spent 20 plus years trying to turn Iraq into a fucking democracy, Middle East version of America, and it's never going to fucking happen. Like, for all intents and purposes, we won the war. We took control of both of those countries in a matter of weeks.
No. Yeah, we first of all, there's nobody to take over in Afghanistan. It's like 5 farmers with Nissan pickup trucks and flip-flops. Okay, so the whole reason we were supposed to go there was to find bin Laden, which eventually, it only took them fucking 10 years to do that. But
where was he hiding at, by the way?
In Pakistan, right?
Yeah. That's another one.
Yeah, another nuclear power that you want to go to war with, so we can all end our lives quicker.
Pakistan's not a nuclear power.
Yes, they are.
No,
Pakistan is a nuclear power. Absolutely. There's 7 nuclear powers, and they're one of them.
Pakistan has nukes.
Yes, they do. So does India.
Oh, I know India does. I said India a few minutes
You don't
ago.
know that Pakistan's a nuclear power?
No, Pakistan, nuclear power.
Yes, they are.
Not
Well, it depends on what you mean by power. Like
They have nuclear weapons. How else do you have to say it?
They don't have the ability to deliver them.
Yes, they do.
That's the point.
Yes, they do. If you think that, I got some fucking oceanfront property in Omaha, Nebraska for you.
Yeah, they're gonna fly the fucking thing.
We got nukes, but not the way to deliver them.
ICBMs.
Come on, man.
They don't have. Fucking North Korea has better ICBMs than fucking Pakistan.
Yeah.
Slim, what?
They don't have the delivery capabilities yet.
Yes, they do. You think? Let me look. You think there's a country out there that has the technology to make a nuclear weapon, but doesn't have the missile technology to deliver it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those.
No, there's not.
One of which being North Korea. They ain't got fucking missile technology to deliver it.
Well,
they can't get past Japan.
Pakistan does.
I don't. I think if you looked it up, facts will say different. That's just.
It's ignorant. First of all, it's ignorance. So they say they don't have the technology to do it, but there's not a country in the world that is sophisticated enough to create a nuclear weapon and not be able to create a missile to shoot it on. Well, that doesn't exist.
The key is how far the missile can go. ICBMs are
doesn't matter. They could just fly it right over your fucking country and drop it. Like we did in Japan.
They cannot reach the United States. They can't get past Japan.
What's stopping them from just flying over? I mean, hell, we had a weather balloon from China floating over the country for 6 weeks before we shot it down. What's stopping them from flying a plane over Washington, D.C. and just dropping a nuclear bomb?
Well, that's
nothing.
A dirty bomb. Yeah.
Well, a what?
A dirty bomb.
No, it's a nuclear weapon. A dirty bomb is a dirty bomb.
No, you'd have to get it past all the security layers to get that done.
You actually think that they wouldn't bother shooting down a bomber because they didn't bother
Y'all really need to stop. Y'all really need to stop watching whatever cable news stations you're watching.
Just being silly.
If you think that Pakistan can't nuke somebody, then you're fucking stupid.
No, they can. I mean, they can. They could do India.
Yeah, they can nuke their neighbor. That's about it.
They have 170 nuclear weapons.
Yes, and they can nuke
hey, we got 170 nuclear weapons. We just don't know how to shoot them. Yeah, okay.
There's only about half a dozen
don't worry.
countries
Hey,
that
Pakistan. This is Donald Trump calling who's the president of Pakistan?
They don't have a president.
Whatever. Whoever the fuck he is. Mr. Pakistani man, this is Donald Trump here. I'm just calling. We're a little bit worried over here in the United States because it appears as if you have 170 nuclear weapons and we're, we're a little bit worried because, you could end the actual civilization for the next 10,000 fucking years. So what do you have to say about that? Oh, no need to worry, Mr. President. We can't even shoot. We don't even have the missile to shoot them.
Not a single syllable of it is true.
We don't even have the missile to shoot them, Mr. President.
Damn.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll just fuck it then. You'll have the missile to shoot them where everything's good. Go ahead. Have a good day.
So forget all this because I mean if you read it or research it, you'll see they don't have to wait.
That was the worst Pakistani accent I think ever in the history of Pakistani accents. I don't even know what that was.
You sounded Indian. You didn't sound Pakistani. That would piss them off.
Yeah.
you're now poking the bear over there.
Yeah, so the Pakistani whatever the fuck prime minister or whatever he is, dictator, says no need to worry, Mr. President. Can't shoot him anyway. Nothing to see here. Only got 170 nuclear weapons.
We said that about Kim Jong for a long time. I mean, we don't worry about them getting them here.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. The only problem with Iran is that they could get them to Israel.
Slim's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I buy that. Slim's like, yeah, you can shoot him anyway. Fuck him.
No, like I said, I'm not too worried about Pakistan flying a bomber over here. We'll get them long before they get here.
Yeah, okay.
or floating a ship over here.
Yeah, I ain't too worried about that either.
So, y'all are talking about, are we better off without Saddam Hussein? And the answer is unequivocally yes.
No.
No.
Well, no, I do think Pete has a point. Like, Saddam Hussein was definitely kind of keeping the Middle East somewhat in check. Now, once again, two things can be true. That was an evil fuck that the world's a better place without.
Now you're with me. So the fact that piece of shit's dead, it wasn't worth the cost. Was the juice worth the squeeze? Hell no, it wasn't worth the squeeze. But him being gone, hell yeah, it's a good thing.
I don't know, man. He ran a tight ship over there. You know the crime level in Iraq was like 0? I mean, yeah. He had that place in check, and everybody around it. Iran was scared of him. Hell, they were all scared of him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're all scared of the U.S., too.
Not really.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I don't know why they would be scared of us. We come over there, topple governments, and leave.
In an 8-hour day, we literally destroyed half of Iran's functional navy in like 1983. Literally in 8 hours.
I think a war with Iran would be like the worst possible situation right now for the world, including us.
I said it was a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
I'm just not necessarily worried about them and Israel because, like I said, they've been sniping at each other.
Yeah, I know, and I'm with you. I think that it should be between Iran and Israel, and they should go ahead and fight their war, whatever they got going on. We shouldn't be involved in it.
Well, so far we're not, are we? It was the news show that we're involved.
Paul, is there ever a major world conflict that we're not involved in? No, there's not.
I mean, by Pete's logic, we never should have gotten involved in World War II.
Oh, shut up! They attacked us on our homeland. That's different.
Germany never did. Japan did.
I know.
We should have went to war with Japan, not Germany.
Well, they were allies.
Oh, so you mean the enemy of my enemy is also my enemy?
In a war? In an active war?
So
Listen to me, Slim. I don't know why this is so hard to understand. If Iran came over and started bombing our fucking military bases, yeah, I would say go to war with Iran. That hasn't happened.
Okay, well, we went to war with Germany because they attacked Britain. An ally.
We went to war with Germany because they were invading like 5 countries at one time. They were literally trying to take over Europe. So is Iran trying to take over the world? Did I miss that? No, they're not.
Not yet.
Comparing Iran to fucking Germany is retarded.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
They would love it. They actually have control of Iraq now, for the most part. They're heavily influencing the Houthis and all of that Yemen area.
Oh my God! Yeah, you need to get off Fox News, bro.
Well, and that's where I
really
agree
do.
with Pete that there was some silver linings to Saddam Hussein being around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's always somewhat. It's always one excuse for another war. But if we don't do this, then that's gonna happen. It's a bunch of bullshit.
No, I'm not.
Y'all have been buying into the war bullshit for your entire lives, basically.
I'm not buying into anything.
Yes, you are.
Like I said, not at all. Listen, if it were up to me, we'd end every war in 5 minutes. And nobody would fuck with us because they know we would. Because they know we would end it in 5 minutes, so they're not going to bother fucking with us.
There's always somebody, some reason. I mean, there isn't a single country on this planet that if we really wanted to go to war with them, we couldn't find a reason to.
Yeah,
look at this guy. Hey, this guy's corrupt. Yeah. Congratulations. 99% of the people that run this world are corrupt. So if you want to go to war with anybody, you can do that.
Said that we should go to war over corruption. Never once.
No. The problem that the U.S. has is we gum it to death when we go to war. We incrementally go to war. We don't go to war on and off. It should be an on button. When we're at war, it's nukes.
Now,
see this. Here we go.
Here's where I'll agree with you, Pete.
No, we cannot gloss over what he just said. He just proved my point. He just proved my point. Again, he goes, "Hey, wait, all these wars we're getting in, the way to end them is nukes."
It'll end them.
Well, that is Huckleberry Paul's answer.
I mean,
it'll stop everything.
I just gave you. I said it's effective. I didn't say it's always the right strategy. But here's where I'll agree with you. To your point on leaving Gaddafi alone, yeah, leave the motherfucker alone, but also don't put his ass in power. Because they did that too.
who?
The United States government. Just like they put Noriega in power and then had to deal with him.
Yeah, it turns out we're not good at putting people in power or taking them out of power either.
No, we're stupid at it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Quit fucking doing it.
Nation building. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, nation building my ass.
And that right there sums up Iraq and Afghanistan in a nutshell. I ain't trying to nation fucking build. You go in there, you wipe out the fucks that were fucking with us, and then you go on about your married life.
Do either one of you? I know neither one of you are like religious or anything. Like you're not churchgoers, but do you believe in hell? Either one of you?
Yes.
No, not particularly.
No.
I do.
Paul does. I don't know if I do or not. If there is a hell, guess who's going there?
Me?
Dick Cheney. He's first in line.
Oh, wait, wouldn't he already be there? Isn't Dick Cheney dead?
Nope.
No.
Is he dead? Did he die?
Did Dick Cheney die? If he did, he's definitely in hell right now.
That's probably.
I could be wrong, but
Is Dick Cheney alive? No, I think he's alive.
Was that why we felt that earthquake the other?
Yeah, Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld are going to be. They're going to hold hands right on their way to hell. The two of them. Can you imagine living with this? This is a guy who started the war in another country. Was on the board of Halliburton, and gave Halliburton like a $30 billion contract to rebuild the country that we turned into rubble.
They're like,
don't agree with it whatsoever.
Listen to me. That is the definition of evil right there. This guy didn't care who died. He didn't care how many Iraqis died, how many American soldiers died. It was all about that paycheck, baby.
Well, he probably figured
all
some
about
people
that paycheck,
anyway.
baby.
Might as well be people that he don't care about.
Few people die. Some people, lose their husband, lose their sons, their daughters. A couple of kids get killed. Hey,
I know.
There's a little collateral damage from my golf trip. Piece of shit. I will.
Well,
Yeah, I'm actually
what's
throw a
the
party.
difference
Is he alive?
difference?
If he's
I thought he died.
if he
but I could
died,
be wrong.
whenever he does die, there's a party at my house and you're all invited.
I just thought the Saddam Hussein comment was interesting. That's why I called in. But hey, I do have to go to a meeting at 9:15.
All right.
And I just want to let y'all know. But it's a good debate. I think that
It's not a good
everybody
debate.
needs to
You came on here and basically said that nuclear war was the answer. So you're wrong. Thank you.
Well, and just for the record, I don't think nuclear war is always the answer, but sometimes it is.
Nature Boy says Rumsfeld is dead. Yeah, Rumsfeld's in hell waiting on Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney.
There you go.
I guarantee you, Dick Cheney's got one toe in the grave. You know.
Well, probably more than that.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Yeah, I remember during the election cycle, Dick Cheney was all over like anywhere anybody would listen to him. He's got like liver spots all over his fucking forehead. He looks like. You remember who was the Russian guy with the big birthmark on his head? Gorbachev. Is that who it was?
I think so.
Yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev. He looked like Gorbachev, but a broke down version of him. He was all over the internet, telling everybody who would listen how Donald Trump is a fucking threat to democracy. It's like, bro, you got us into a like $20 trillion war so that you could line your pockets with your fucking golf buddies from Halliburton. And you're saying that Donald Trump's a threat to democracy? Get the fuck out of here. What a piece of shit that guy is.
I mean, honestly, though, isn't that what most wars are about, is making money?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
most
even
of them.
going back 2,000 years, all those fucking wars were about is making more money. That's why I say, people say, the human race has evolved. No, we haven't. We're no different than we were thousands of fucking years ago. We just have baseball caps and automatic weapons.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're barely evolved monkeys with computers in our pockets.
Yeah. Now, I do think there are some worthwhile causes, like, and I've said this before, and I absolutely believe it. I think communism is something worth wiping off the face of the planet because it killed 200 million people, not in a war. That's not even counting war casualties.
See, here's the libertarian in me, for sure. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to live in a communist country, but I also respect the fact that some people might want to. Like, I don't care. Like, that's the beautiful thing about the world. Like, you can live in a different country with a different mindset, and you can just live your life that way.
Oh, sure.
Like, I don't care. Like, I don't think we need to be running around the world eliminating anybody who doesn't agree with our Western values.
And there I agree with you. That's where I think how they dealt with Russia, how they dealt with the Soviet Union was the right way, kept them from expanding. Like, no, you want your shit over here, fine, have your shit over here. You don't get to spread your shit around the fucking world by horse.
Yeah. Only tech has evolved. We are starting to devolve that too. Yeah, that's a good point. We were talking the other day. I think it was with you, right? We were listening to the JFK speech.
Well, we were talking about it.
We were talking about it, yeah. And if you listen to those old presidential speeches, or even really just if you go back and watch TV from like the 1950s and 60s, the people talked differently. Way more eloquently, with much more like reverence to detail of using the language like the way it was meant to be, like the King's English, if you will.
Sure.
We have devolved in that way. That we sound dumber than we did 60 years ago. When we talk,
is society as a whole better than it was 60 years ago? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. I mean, 60 years is a very short time. We think of things as in a lifetime, but a lifetime is really a short amount of time. It's 70, 80 years, spanned out over thousands and thousands of years. So, I mean, in the past 60 years have we got? Has life, is life changed that much? No, not really.
Yeah,
But if you talk about
okay.
if you go back 1,000 or 2,000 years, that's a different story.
Look at just public school level physical fitness standards from 60 years ago versus today.
Oh well, if you're talking about yeah.
I mean, that's just an example, but you.
Yeah,
can
we're
come up
definitely
with
dumber and
1,000,000
fatter than we were
examples.
50 years ago. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That has a lot.
And that's my overall point. Is society is worse than it was 60 years ago.
I don't know about society. But public health probably is, yeah. But I don't know about society. It's two different things.
Well, it's society as a whole, and that's an aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're probably right. Like, I mean, even shit, forget the 50s. Go back even just to the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, people are doing less coke nowadays than they were in the 80s.
maybe that's the problem. Maybe we need to bring back Coke.
You know what? You might be onto something.
Yeah. Maybe we need to bring back Coke without fentanyl in it.
Well, yeah, you definitely have less dead people. That's for certain. Fuck, we almost had somebody die in a jail a few weeks ago. Somebody smuggled some shit in, some damn coke laced with fentanyl.
Colby has a question. He says, would y'all vacation in China? I would. Yeah, I would.
No. I
To the
wouldn't.
right place, I would, yeah.
I wouldn't even for the right price.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing what fools had to deal with, no. There ain't no guarantees
I
you're
don't
coming
think
back
that's
from that
I don't
trip.
think that's like that's like it was unfortunate what happened to him, but I don't think that was like, they're not like pulling aside every single American that flies into China and giving them a butthole search. That's not happening.
No, well, I don't want to have to learn that lesson the hard way, whether you're right or wrong.
Well, I mean, it could happen in Arkansas. You don't have to go to China. Just fly into Arkansas. They'll search your butt.
No, they really won't. I've worked quite a bit in Arkansas.
We can all stay at Volusia's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I doubt his wife's gonna allow that. Have you heard his wife yell at him when he's on the internet at like 2:00 in the morning?
I have one.
It's great.
Yeah.
She yells at him in Chinese, which is better than being yelled at in English, because at least I don't even know what the fuck you're saying, so I don't care. You know?
Right.
When a woman yells at you in English, it hurts. She does it in
I'd rather
Chinese.
you
It's
yell
like,
in a language I don't understand, or I can just give you a dumb look and.
yeah, that's actually
Roll my
genius. To marry a woman who doesn't speak English, like, so when she gets mad at you, she just starts yelling in a language that you don't know, so you just don't care. It's like her mouth is moving and words are coming out, but you're just like, fuck it. Like, she could be saying she could be saying the worst shit to me right now, and I don't even care.
Is that why Fool's so happily married? Because she just picks
Yeah.
one of like 8 random languages to yell at him in?
Yeah, she yells at. Yeah, she knows like 9 languages. Yeah, right. She just like bitches at him in Taiwanese for no reason. He's just like, whatever.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
That's actually genius. I wish my wife didn't speak English, actually.
Now, I actually, speaking of yelling at you in a foreign language, I guess somebody was poking fun at what's going on in LA. There was a protest to stop the deportation of big booty Latinas.
What?
Yeah, man, I've thought about joining them, honestly.
Hold on now. Say that again, but slower, so I can understand it, because I'm stupid.
There was a counter protest to the people that are protesting ICE to stop the deportation of big booty Latinas.
Oh, I can get behind that.
Right?
Yeah, I might even make a sign and walk downtown with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's deporting big booty Latinas should be locked in jail immediately.
And I don't even think Donald Trump's for that, to be honest with you.
If he is, lock him up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of loses my support there.
Yeah. Yeah, the two things that'll make me jump off the Donald Trump train: war with Iran and deporting big booty Latinas. Those are the two.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, I'd have to part ways with him at that point. Be like, no. But something tells me he's not with it. I've got faith. Oh, I'm sure I'm being called all kinds of great things in the comments section.
No, it doesn't. Don't even worry about it.
I'm not.
It doesn't matter. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Big Booty Latinas.
Yes.
I think that's a porn movie I saw in 1995 or 96.
Yeah,
somewhere around
you probably had part 1 and part 2.
Yeah,
and it's
part
squeezed out
47.
part 3.
Part 47 comes out next month.
What's up, Scott?
It's a popular series.
So why are you so early there, Pete?
I have something I have to do this afternoon. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So it was either come on early or just don't come on at all. And so I chose the former.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I was pretty fucking tired, and actually my eyes were starting to get heavy.
Yeah.
And then I saw you were live, and I was like, all right, I ain't got to stay up and wait on him.
Well, I like, you coming on early too. Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, the time that I do the midday show is like the most inconvenient time ever to do a show. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right, because even Lou used to do, you remember way back when, and I'm having to reach back for this one. Lou used to do a Wednesday call-in show at noon.
What?
Yeah, before his shows were Tuesday and Thursday night, one of them was Wednesday at like noon or 2 or
A
something.
call-in show at noon? Is that true? I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, you'd have, like I said, you'd have to go way back.
Oh, I don't know.
Way on back. So, you being an avid golf fan, Pete, have you watched any of the U.S. Open?
I have not. No. I do plan on probably betting on it though.
I'm going to plan on watching some of it this afternoon, I think. So,
Yeah. It's kind of bittersweet for me. This is Father's Day weekend coming up. It's my first Father's Day with since my dad died. And that was a sort of a tradition that we had every year. My dad and I was watching the final round of the U.S. Open on Father's Day. So that's going to kind of suck this year. Because my kids don't give a shit about golf. So I try to carry on the tradition and watch it with them, but they don't give a fuck. So.
Well, I mean, you might be able to get Peete into it. He's still young enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my coworkers is trying to convince me to go golfing with him.
Golf is my wife wants to get into it too, and I'm trying to warn her. I'm like, listen, and look, you're talking to somebody who grew up. I mean, I played golf for fucking 30 years, like seriously, and it's an expensive and addictive hobby.
See, I've already got enough expensive hobbies.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I keep telling her. I'm like, you don't understand. Like I've got expensive. I already have other expensive hobbies.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden, once you get into it, you start buying everything.
Yeah, like so now I'm into playing. We went and played pickleball last night. We probably spent $150 at that place. I mean, so that's an expensive. Like it's almost like golf. Like you can spend a lot of money depending on you can do it for free, but you can also spend a lot of money if you get crazy like we did last night.
$150 at the old pickleball.
Yeah, between the pickleball, the food. I mean, we ended up ordering a bunch of drinks while we were playing pickleball. Then after the pickleball was over for 2 hours, we went to the bar in the pickle bar and drank there and ate. So yeah, all in, like for time renting 2 hours of the court, drinks, food. Yeah, like $150 in 3 hours.
I totally believe that. I totally can see that.
Yeah. Now we had a good time, which is all that really matters. But I when I woke up this morning, my wallet was definitely bruised. Yeah. Yeah.
They keep advertising this place, and they go, "Come on down to the yard."
Crush Yard.
They never tell you where the hell they are.
Yeah. I don't know where.
Pickleball there, of course.
I don't know where it is either.
No, I'm just thinking. Well, you're just feeding the purpose. You don't tell us at least where the hell you are.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, I know it came across. It was funny. My wife showed me this thing on her Facebook feed. Somebody was looking for like an escape room, so I told her, hand me her phone. And in the comments section, I put the address of the jail, and I said, "There's a really good escape room here."
Hey, there's only one way to escape that room. You got to see a judge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or if it's a Mayberry jail, you might be able to get the key.
That would be a great fucking name for a bail bondsman company. The Escape Room. Yeah. Hey, you want to escape jail? Call us at the Escape Room.
Really? That's good.
Why?
I can't believe nobody's thought of that.
I can't believe nobody's thought of that either. Pickleball is the mini golf for tennis. Yeah, kind of.
Now, see, I can get down with some mini golf though. Like, maybe that in as much as I shit on golf, like I'll play the fuck out of some putt and enjoy myself.
I mean, the pickleball jokes are funny. I honestly just don't even care. Like, it's fun. I have fun playing it. So,
How many games do you normally play when y'all go out?
Oh God. I don't know. We probably played like 10 games last night in 2 hours.
Damn.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, do you get out there like the Michelob Ultra commercials and swindle people out of their Michelob Ultra by being a shark at pickleball?
No.
Who's in it? William Dafoe, and I can't remember the chick's name.
I don't know.
In an Ultra commercial? Willem
It's
Dafoe?
It's a Michelob Ultra commercial.
Okay.
LW says, see, here's the thing. LW says, if I ever brag about being good at pickleball, somebody send me to the old folks home. It's
What's
funny.
wrong with that?
Have you seen, I don't know. Here's how you know your phone's listening to you, right? Because I never watched pickleball. I just started playing it, a couple of months ago or whatever, last month for the first time. And now pickleball comes up on my feed all the time, right? And I'm not searching pickleball or anything. It's just, my phone's listening to me. It's got to be. And then, of course, once you click on one video, then you go down a rabbit hole. But did you guys know there's a fucking whole, like, professional pickleball, like, league?
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
So, the other day, I don't know, it was like the U.S. Open or something of pickleball. I don't know what it was. But, I mean, there was, like, probably at least 500 to 1,000 people watching this pickleball fucking U.S. Open tournament thing. It was crazy. I'm telling you.
Shit listening to you.
Huh?
I said, speaking of your shit listening to you, like, it's getting kind of old. Like, I will search something. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, if I was looking at some jeans, I think like some Ariat jeans. Ariat jeans showed up on my wife's Facebook feed.
Yeah.
I was looking at Smith & Wesson pocket knives. Smith & Wesson pocket knives showed up on that shit needs to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, because it scares the shit out of me when that happens.
Yeah, it's like they can read your mind. I mean, I think about boobs a lot, and there's always boobs on my feed. It's like, well, how do they know I like to see boobs this much?
I got to start thinking about big Latino booty and see if that shows up on my feed. I was astounded by this too. I found it on a YouTube, but I watched wheelchair tennis the other day. And I was like absolutely amazed at how much they volleyed playing. They were pros, man. And just smacking the hell out of the ball. Like a tennis player. Like a tennis pro.
I'm about to send both of you a text message. This is very important. Hold on. All right. This is an inspirational message that I woke up with this morning. I already sent this to the other chat. But it's very important.
Okay. Oh, that's where it just popped on from my feed. Okay. It's up in the link.
I wish I could put it on. I might be able to find it, actually. Yeah.
That is great and wonderful.
Yes. And amazing and fantastic also.
It is all that. And oh God. Yeah. Gotta watch it till the end. Okay. Good. Yeah, honey. Wow. Wow.
I can't find it on X. I have this. I listen to this story here. So Mrs. Peete, she broke her phone playing pickleball last week. So she was without a phone from, what day was that? Friday? I think it was Thursday night, last Thursday night till yesterday. She didn't have a phone, which was a nightmare for me. The technology withdrawal thing is definitely a real thing, because I saw her go through withdrawals for the 3 or 4 days and it fucking drove me up the wall. But anyway, so once her phone got destroyed, I said, I'm going to get a new phone and I'll just give you the phone that I have. So I went and got a new phone from T-Mobile. I had to order it. It took like 4 days to come in, whole thing. And the guy, when I ordered it, told me, he said, once you get your new phone, you have to bring it back into T-Mobile and we have to do the transfer from your other phone. And I'm like, what? I thought I could do that on my own, you know? Anyway, I went back yesterday and got the new phone. And once the transfer was complete, I transferred all my information over to my new phone and gave her. And so I wiped the phone clean. I did a whole factory reset, wiped the phone clean, all the apps, everything on there to give it to her, so she could have her. She could put a SIM card in it and have a phone. Well, my dumbass forgot most of these apps, whether it's the banking app or anything, is on an Apple phone is Face ID, right? That's how you get into everything. You don't need a code or whatever. YouTube, for some fucking reason, hasn't figured out to use Face ID. They've got this 2-step verification process, which is complete bullshit, by the way. I could not log into my YouTube on my new phone without. Wow. So this is what it does. I go to log in to YouTube on my new device, and it says 2-step verification. Go to your YouTube app on your other device. My old phone is what it's saying, and click that it's you. Verify it. That's their 2-step verification process. So if you lose your phone, you're fucked. That's what that means. So listen to this. So so now I'm really mad. I'm like, I can't go into YouTube on my other phone because it's been wiped clean. Okay? So now I'm like Googling, I'm searching for like a Google customer service help. Like, so it's like, do you want to chat with a live technician? So I start chatting with a live technician. The long story short, there's this company called Just Answers or something like that, where it's a tech company that helps you with tech problems like this, right? So they put me on the phone with this. Listen to this shit. So I'm sitting there video chatting, not video chatting, but live chatting on this website with this quote unquote technician, telling him what my problem. I told him the whole story about the phone, the whole thing. She goes, okay, I'm going to put you on. I'm going to have a technician, like an IT technician, call you on your phone. You can talk to him. He'll tell you what to do. I'm like, okay. Of course, it costs $5 for this to happen. So this fucking guy, it's like he'll call you within the next 10 minutes or whatever it is. So like 2 minutes later, my phone rings. I pick it up. It's this fucking guy who's clearly sitting on his couch eating Cheetos, playing Call of Duty, who's calling to give me advice on what to do. And he goes, what's the problem, man? I can hear him munching on chips. Like that. And he's like, what's the problem, man? I told him the whole deal. And he goes, oh, man, you fucked up. I go, what? He's like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. He's like, did you wipe the other phone clean? I go, yeah. He goes, shouldn't have done that. I go, what kind of help? So what do I do? Like, you're just sitting here criticizing me. Obviously, I fucked up. That's why I'm on the phone with you. The fuck? And he just basically told me you fucked up and there's nothing I can do about it. And I go, okay. He goes, just be patient, man. I go, what do you mean, just be patient? He goes, just be patient, man. And if it gives you a warning that you've tried to sign in too many times and you can't get in, listen to it because it'll kick you out for like 3 days. I go, all right. So he goes, and I go, so what am I supposed to do? Am I just locked out of my YouTube account for the rest of my life now? This is crazy. He goes, nah, man, you'll get in there. He goes, I believe in you. I said, what the fuck? Yeah. He's like, so he goes,
it's more of a motivational.
Yeah, he's like a motivational speaker. He goes, yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you, just, but I think you'll get in there. I believe in you. I'm like, what kind of advice is this?
I demand a refund.
Oh my God.
That's what my wife said. She goes, you need to fucking get your money back. I go, it was $4.99.
Motivational.
And you know what the funny thing is that I paid that mother jabroni $5 to tell me nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing except for criticize me and said I shouldn't have did what I did. And then I come up and I log into my Google account from my laptop and I go right into settings and set up a fucking verification for my phone. It took me like 2 seconds. So he was right. I will figure it. I did figure it out, and I will get into the account. But I paid him $5 to assure me of that.
You know, that's the thing, and that's why I've got an older phone now. My phone is at least 4 years old, I think, and I don't want to change it for the simple reason of going through that kind of bullshit. And so I stick with it. But I have found out though that everything leads to Google. If you can get to Google and set your settings the way you want in Google,
YouTube is the only
get things done.
That's what I told the guy too, the motivational speaker, Cheeto eating guy. I told him, I said, listen, I said I logged into my Google account. I have access to my Gmail. I'm in Google AdSense. Like, what's the difference between YouTube and Google? There is no difference. It's the same fucking thing. That you log into YouTube through Google. Yeah, I said so why if I have access to all of that, why don't I have access to YouTube? And he goes, oh man, you're right. It's kind of fucked up. I'm like, this guy just like this guy did not give a shit.
Motivational tech person.
I just imagine he's sitting there.
Sign up for that job.
I don't know. I'm telling you, this guy. I'm telling you. Too. Yeah, he must have like signed up with this company to get like random calls. He was on his couch eating Cheetos, playing Call of Duty with a headset on, and then the phone rings. He's like, "Oh, fucking another guy," this guy's got a problem. And I'm on there bitching about YouTube, and he's like, yeah, you're fucked up, man.
He's telling you fucked up.
Yeah, he just told me I fucked up. I go, are you serious?
But he said, I believe in you. That's what he said.
Yeah, he told me he believed in me. Yeah.
Well, that's got to make you feel good a little bit, Pete.
Yeah.
You know, that,
No, I did. It made me mad when he said that. I was like, "You believe in me? Fuck you! Like, what am I paying you for?"
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yes.
This is no bullshit. I was so dumbfounded by I put it on speakerphone so Mrs. Peete could hear it, like towards the end when he told me he believed in me and stuff. And as soon as I hung up with him, this is not a lie. This is exactly what she said.
That is bullshit.
And she goes, "That is bullshit. You need to get your money back."
Oh yeah, they say technology is going to make everything better. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but whatever happened to the good old days where you just type in your username and password?
Right.
Yeah, 2-step verification, my fucking ass.
Yeah.
That is 2 steps. I have to type in my username.
But
and I have to type in my password.
I still maintain my original position. I understand 2 steps of verification to identity theft and all that. How do you do a 2-step authentication that you need a phone for? She had the same problem. So her phone just died, right? Like it just stopped working. So she had no access to anything in her phone. So she's trying to retrieve the information from the phone. I mean, she uses it for work. It's been her phone number for, I don't know, 20 fucking years. She's trying to retrieve information from the phone. She can't get into her email. She can't get into anything because you have to have your phone to get into everything.
Right. Yeah.
They send you a text message. She goes, she's on the phone with the phone company, going, okay, I need to get into my phone, which is dead. And they're like, okay, well, we have to send you a verification to your phone. She goes, I don't have a goddamn phone. That's the problem. Like, she has Mint Mobile for some reason, which is like, half the price of T-Mobile or whatever. That's why she has it. They just basically refuse to help her. They just basically refuse to help her. They're like, okay, so you don't have a phone, can't help you. And it's like, and this is what they want you to do. She goes, okay, well, I'm gonna get a new phone, and I want to switch this number over to that new phone. And they're like, nope. Like, what do you mean, no? Well, you buy a phone from us, then yeah, you can get it. We'll switch the number over. Well, I'm not going to buy a phone from you because I already have a phone. Well, sorry about your luck. Have fun with your new number. Yeah.
That's Ryan Reynolds' company.
Yeah. Oh my, you should have. I wish I would have recorded Mrs. Peete on the phone with them yesterday. She fucking destroyed whoever that poor woman on the phone was. I mean, she just ate her alive for 30 minutes straight. And I don't blame her. I mean, she's been on the phone for 5 hours this week just trying to get trying to retrieve information from her old phone.
Right.
Yeah.
I was afraid of this. I had. Have you ever heard of Master Class? They have all these people that are either artists or cooks or chefs, and they can teach you what they do. Bill Ivey was on there about poker. So it was interesting for a little while, but after about a year or so, I went, this is boring as shit. So I had got this big damn bill last June, for it. And I went, oh, fuck. I said, I got to cancel this next time. And so I could not cancel it with the app on my phone. It said, well, you got to go online and cancel it from there because that's where you signed up. Well, bullshit. I didn't sign up there, but I went, okay, I'm going to do what they say to do. All right, I'll do it. So I went online, found it, went to my settings, and finally, I mean, they bury where to cancel, Yeah. You have to just really just look like, you're looking for a damn treasure hunt to find it. I found it. I did cancel it, and they said, you are now counsel. So if they take any money out of my damn account June 23rd, then I'm going to have a damn conniption.
I'm telling you, Mrs. Peete was on the phone with that woman yesterday. She kept saying, yeah, we just need, and then she goes, can you borrow a device from one of your family members and put your SIM card in it? And when she said that, Mrs. Peete, I saw the fire in her eyes. She just goes, "Are you fucking stupid?" That's what she said to the lady. And I was like, "Uh-oh, here we go." She asked the lady if she was fucking stupid.
Wow. So Pete, this is ironic that you are talking about this because this is what I do all day long for a living. I actually ran products that did remote authentication. I actually built them, and this is my industry. This is what I do. Yeah. And so, whenever people, I've been in the same boat as Mrs. Peete. So they start down the road. Have you plugged it in? Have you blown in the thing and all that bullshit? And I'm like, listen to me. I've been around the block, man. I'm telling you, I don't have a fucking phone. I don't have shit. My email's locked. Yeah. I don't have my password.
Exactly. Yeah. And they won't, you can't even get into your email. She had to call Gmail, Google or whatever, and it took them 48 hours to send her a new passcode to get into her email account.
My Apple ID. I couldn't figure out the Apple ID.
Yeah, she can't. She doesn't remember hers either. She doesn't remember any of that.
No, first of all, you have to have 17,000 characters. With a special thing, a symbol, and a
It's like, so, take that symbol and shove it up your fucking ass. How about that?
So what we've come to in the industry, or starting to get to, is proxy authentication. So you have somebody else who knows you through another authentication method that will proxy you as you are who you say you are. Yeah. So that's the user-friendly way to get the shit done. But it's been painful. So they should have just called. They should have asked her some questions about, did you have a pimple in your ass?
They did. They asked all kinds of weird questions, like what was your first dog's name? And I'm like, she's like, fuck my first dog's name. I can't make a phone call.
I can only see her. I can just see her right now. That look that she gave you, that glare.
Oh, she was. I'm telling you, she was hot, son. She was hot, and this was like her fifth time on the phone with these people, and they just kept giving her the runaround. They actually overnighted her a SIM card, right? We found some old phone, some old track phone that we bought for $40 at Walmart 10 years ago. And so she's like, I just need to be able to get into my email and read my text messages for work. After 5 days, so they're like, all right, we'll send you a SIM card with your old number on it, and you can just put it in the track phone. They send the fucking SIM card, she puts it in, and then it doesn't work. So she calls them again and goes, hey, y'all overnighted me this SIM card to put in this track phone, which you verified was a compatible phone for the SIM card. And she goes, oh yeah, I can see on the internet right now, dude, it's locked. And she goes, well, you knew it was locked before you sent it to me, because I put the fucking actual serial number of the phone in the goddamn computer, and it said it was compatible. And you're like, oh, well, it's locked. Sorry. All right. So what do I do?
I don't mean to laugh at I don't mean to laugh at the situation too much, but it is comical at the end of the day. It is funny.
It's not comical when you live with her when she's in that state of mind. It's not. Nothing funny about it at all.
You know what, Paul? It's not comical really much at all. Because
looking at it from the outside, it'll always be comical.
Well, if you look at it from the outside, but it's not funny. It's not funny at all when you go through that shit.
It was bullshit.
Well, I wouldn't disagree. I've been through it, and I can tell you I've broken shit in the kitchen and all kinds of stuff, being on phone calls with people saying stupid shit to me. And I'm in the industry, for God's sakes.
Did you say that you broke stuff in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, I fucking threw fucking thing across the room, broke the damn cabinet door and everything else. I was fucking son of a bitch.
Damn, somebody was really mad about insurance, huh? Damn.
Are you throwing frying pans across the kitchen there, Paul? What you doing?
Yes. I was hot, man. But they they treat you like a fool. And you've already been down this road, and here they are. Well, did you blow in the flapper thing? And look, dude, I've told you this is much more complicated than you even can imagine. It's hard. And anyway, I'm glad you got it fixed eventually.
Yeah. Well.
These days I do my damnedest not to lose my patience. I explain everything.
I don't have any patience. That's my biggest.
I ask, how can you help? And I give them the benefit of the doubt, that they'll be able to help. But when you start getting the runaround, well, let me send you here. Well, let me send you there. And then you've been sent, 4 damn different places. Yeah. And that's where it gets frustrating.
If I get sent one other place than where I'm supposed to be, I get mad.
Well, you're right.
I have zero, like that is, how when you go on a job interview and they go like, what's the best thing about you? Like, what's your, most redeeming attribute, or like, what's your worst?
I have no patience.
Yeah. No patience. None.
I'm a bad doctor.
Zero.
Yeah.
0.0 patience.
I have that and ADHD, so I forget.
You don't have ADHD. You're just retarded.
Yeah, no, I know what it is. I don't remember bad things long. I forget things quickly and move on, and I have no patience.
I feel like everybody just says they have ADHD because they're stupid. They go, well, why are you so stupid? Well, I have ADHD.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember shit. Yeah. I just don't remember shit. That's old age. I don't know. So
what's wrong with
this? Speaking of passwords, my refrigerator, a lot of people have pictures and mementos on their refrigerator. My refrigerator has about 10 or 9 index cards magnetized on the refrigerator with passwords to all the systems that I do. So all my IDs and passwords are on the refrigerator.
That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You put all of your passwords on your refrigerator?
Well, nobody's coming in here but me. What the fuck? If they do,
well, if they do, then they got all your passwords. Look, all they have to do is walk in, knock you out, take your phone, and walk over to the refrigerator, and they got access to everything that you fucking your bank account.
If they get through all that layer, if they make it there, then they can have it.
Fucking Paul writes his passwords on his refrigerator.
Is what I would look for.
What the fuck, dude?
And then they tell you, make sure you have a different password for everything. Yeah, right, dummy. I can't remember one. They tell you.
That's why I wrote them down and put them on the refrigerator.
Who's doing that?
Yeah, I've got like one password for everything.
Yeah, but they tell you you're not supposed to do that.
I know.
I'm like, well, sorry.
Yeah, I'm too stupid to remember more than one.
Yeah, and then have you seen the new thing now when you sign up for something and you have to enter a password, they offer to generate one for you?
Oh, yeah, and it's like... Yeah. Yeah, it's like...
It's like hieroglyphics, and I'm like, well, how the fuck am I going to remember that?
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Face ID, does, so I know you're not an Apple guy, Lou. You have like, I think you have a Samsung, right?
Yeah.
It has Face ID, right?
Face ID and fingerprint.
Yeah. So my banking, every other app I use, I can do my face to log into it, except for YouTube.
Yeah.
How come my face isn't good enough? How are you going to fake my face?
The most impressive thing to me is that you said Mrs. Peete got somebody on the phone from Google.
No.
That's a fucking miracle.
No. I didn't say that. She called Gmail. No, she talked to somebody from Mint Mobile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to contact Google, but I ended up getting the Cheeto eating guy on the couch. That was what I got.
Old Cheeto.
Yeah.
The motivational tech guy.
Yeah. I'm not even lying. This isn't even a bit. Like the guy told me, I told him what I did, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you fucked up." I go, "What?" I go, "What kind of advice is this?"
It confirms the problem.
Like, yeah, you fucked up, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I went through all this in December when I lost my phone in New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I get a new phone, but then I can't log into it.
You couldn't log it, so you couldn't log into YouTube, right?
Well, luckily, I did remember my Google password.
Yeah.
For my 2 email accounts. So the way Samsung works, once you log in, because Samsung's in cahoots with Google through the Android operating system or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So once I log this is only on Samsung phones, I think, or Android phones, but once I logged into my 2 Gmail accounts, it pretty much like loaded everything back up on the new phone that was on the old phone.
Yeah.
With passwords saved and all that. So.
Well, the thing that pissed me off is I could log into my Google on the phone, but it just wouldn't let me log into YouTube because it wanted me to go on the YouTube app and verify that it was me. Which,
oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you lose your phone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I missed the beginning of your conversation. But you're talking about like when they say we need to send you a text message to verify it's you, and you're like, you motherfucker! If I could get a text message, I wouldn't need you.
Exactly.
I don't have my phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Exactly. So I was stuck in this. I was stuck in this endless loop, and I should have known better. I should have not wiped the other phone clean before I logged into YouTube. But I didn't think about it because it's been, I don't know, I've had that phone for 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've had to like re-log into YouTube from a new phone. So I just didn't even think about it. But all I had to do was go on my computer, and I just happened to go to like privacy and security, and it said, add a new device for verification. I clicked that. A QR code came up on my computer screen. I scanned it with my phone, and it logged me right in. Just like 2 seconds. So I paid $5 for that Cheeto-eating bastard to fucking browbeat me for 5 minutes. And all I had to do was scan a fucking QR code on my computer screen the whole time.
Well, so the more important question is how many phones on average, and we can do an over-under here, does Lou lose a year?
I'd say zero.
I lose an average of about one a year. Yeah.
I have one a year
on my account. I
damn.
have 2 lines on my account. Just that way, if I ever lose a phone, I have a dummy line that I already have active, ready.
That's a good idea.
Because it only costs like an extra $25 a month or something.
Yeah,
the second line. So I keep the second line on there. So one of those 2 phones is always eligible for an upgrade.
I actually have
that right there is poverty because you already anticipate you're going to lose a phone.
I do. I have a dummy line too. I have never used it though. I do have a 4th line that just doesn't get used. It's like 12. It's like $12 extra dollars a month or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I haven't broke a phone and I don't know when. So like I'm okay there. Like I put the case and like the Gorilla Glass or whatever on. Like I haven't broke a phone and I don't even remember how long. But I have lost like I think 3 phones in the last 4 years.
Yeah, you lost one in Cherokee, lost one in Vegas. Yeah.
No, I lost one in Cherokee. I think I lost 2 in Cherokee, actually, and one in New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans, that's right.
Dang, you're worse than a woman losing your phone like that.
Pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And he has a MERS. He should never lose his phone. I mean, it's like me losing my driver's license.
Every time I've lost my phone, it was because I wasn't wearing my MERS. See? So
that would definitely do it. I mean, that driver's license problem, I swear to God, if I ever do that again, somebody should just bludgeon me to death like a baby seal. That was frustrating.
I'll take care of that for you.
BA says you called her from Hoghead's Facebook account. What? Do you know what she's talking about, Lou?
What'd she say?
She said you called her from Hoghead's Facebook account.
Oh yeah, I was at Cherokee. I lost my phone. Hoghead was there. I can't remember nobody's phone number, even Alita's. So Hoghead and Alita are friends on Facebook, and you can Facebook call somebody through Facebook.
Yeah, I think you do it on Instagram too, can't you? Yeah.
I don't know. So,
I think so.
Hoghead called Alita on Facebook to tell her I lost my phone, so she wouldn't be worried like that she wasn't hearing from me or whatever.
Yeah. What happens when
anybody doesn't hear from me from like 10 minutes, they just assume I'm in jail.
What is, yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. So what happens, BA, what happens when somebody calls you from Facebook? Does like what comes up on the screen? Does it say Facebook call or like what's the, it does?
It says Facebook call and it looks like a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
But it'll have their Facebook avatar will pop up instead of like their picture that you have saved in your contacts. Or
Gotcha.
Whatever.
So yeah, okay. And so it just works. So when you, it's just, but it's not video though, right? It's just voice. Just audio.
I think I've only ever done voice call from Facebook. They may have video now though. I don't know.
I got to take a phone call, guys. I'll see you later.
All right, see you later, Scott.
All right, buddy.
Good night.
Bye.
But the good news is you're below your average so far this year, Lou. You haven't lost a phone yet.
No, I haven't lost one this year. December was when I lost that one in New Orleans. So I'm halfway through the year. So far, so good on that. But I am going to Vegas in July, so we'll see.
Yeah, I just paid $1,200 or whatever it is. I got a iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is I had a 13 Pro Max. There's really no difference between the two. There hasn't been any innovations in Apple phones from 13 to 16. I can tell you that. The only thing is that is cool is it has like a button on the side of the phone to take pictures with, so you don't have to go into your camera app. Like that's the only difference.
Yeah, most of the changes now from year to year are internal, you know.
Yeah. Now I do have a terabyte of storage, so yeah. But
Yoda asked me. Yoda asked if when will he find out if my new girlfriend is in the crying game, and I last night we were on the phone and I asked her directly. I said, "Tell me you don't have a penis." And she said no.
Slaw.
She goes, I can't even believe you asked me that.
Yeah, I can't believe you asked her that either.
We'll find out later.
Oh my God.
I mean, at the beginning of the show, but have y'all asked Slaw yet if Israel bombing Iran is the fault of whoever happens to be the president of the United States at the time?
I'm blaming it on him if it happens. Yeah.
Well, it already happened.
Well, I'm talking about if we get involved in it, definitely. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Which we probably already are.
No, it's plausible deniability. Yeah. Trump has nothing to do with it.
Well, Ukraine and Russia was Biden's fault, you said, Slaw.
I'm joking. I do believe that. I believe that Trump gave the nod, and his fingerprints are all over it.
Can we put a bet out, like a betting line, on how long this relationship between Slaw and this stand-up comedian is going to last? Like, I'm going to say I'm going to set the over under.
Not long.
I'm going to set the over under at 3 months.
Yeah. I already made $100 bet with Slaw that she's not coming to Slaw Olympics.
Oh.
What if I told you she's moving in here?
Slaw, you haven't even met her yet.
What is she redoing your floors or something?
No.
You redoing your floors?
Yeah, she might be doing some flooring work.
Pa, you haven't even met her yet. I didn't even know this. I thought for some reason that like they were dating and like seeing each other. I thought that picture he posted of her was like on his back patio for some reason. Turns out where'd you meet her again? On Facebook?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like a Ballard situation here.
Yeah. Facebook, was it Facebook dating or just Facebook?
No, she's a friend of a friend, and I do know the friend. I actually interact with the friend.
Oh, the old friend of a friend thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's by extension, but
Mm-hmm.
she's real. She's not a joke. But when I asked her,
How do you know she's real? You've never met her.
Well, we've talked a lot, but yeah, I'll meet her soon enough. But when I asked her, she had a ding-a-ling. I think she couldn't. I think she had a hyperplectic laugh. She couldn't even catch her breath. She was laughing so hard. She goes.
Do you think she was laughing at you or with you?
Because I asked the question.
I think she was laughing
couldn't
at
believe
you.
that somebody would ask her if she had a ding-a-ling.
Yeah, because it's a preposterous thing to ask a woman on a phone that you've never met before.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait till you meet her and then just grab down there and
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
around, dummy.
Yeah,
Like grab her by the. Yeah, I get you.
yeah,
Kind of like Trump does.
right. Yeah, we know you like Trump. You just grab him right by the pussy, don't you?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But nah, she's going to be she'll be at Nashville. She hasn't traveled much, and so we'll get her out.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
I want to get her to Vegas.
Can we
I would do
to
it in July
Vegas
if I didn't have a business
if
problem.
no, the only reason she's coming to Vegas is if she actually does have a dick. Otherwise, she's not coming.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
Yeah.
Not our trip. I'm not saying our
Okay,
trip.
and yeah,
I'm
take her to
saying
Paris. Do whatever you got to do there.
Yeah, Paris.
Can we actually hear from her? Instead of you being her spokesperson, can we actually hear from her? Is there? Can I call her right now?
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Please. Pretty please. Can you give me your phone number?
Hang on.
Okay. Can you type it in the private chat on StreamYard?
I do need to give her a heads up.
Okay. No, you don't. No, don't do that. Don't ruin it. I mean, it would still be good to talk to her, though. So, where's she live again? North Carolina? Pause texting her right now. He's not even listening to me. Paul, are you there? Can y'all hear me? Slim, can you hear me? I think Slim might have fell asleep. You dropped. God damn it. Why does it keep doing that? Let me, yeah, I don't know. Let me leave the studio and come back in. This is what happened last show. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard. I guess if you don't pay for it, they fuck with you constantly. Y'all there? Y'all hear me? I'm about to get mad now. This is what happened last show. I had to end the show because the audio just wouldn't come through StreamYard anymore. The fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. I think the only way to fix it is for me to call Mint Mobile and see if they can fix it. All right. Well, you know what? I'm about to end the show because I can't. I'm not dealing with this right now. So thank you for everybody for coming on. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, rage quit and that. But yeah, have a great rest of your Friday. Yeah, that's it. Have a good day. Thank you.